Unemployment today. Caleb, Ben, Dylan, and Arch. How unemployment works. Unemployment occurs when the economy is below full capacity. For example, in a recession, aggregate demand will fall, leading to a decline in output and negative economic growth. With a fall in output, firms will employ less workers because they are producing less goods. Another reason that unemployment happens is because the person trying to get a job may not be qualified for it, or they just don't want to work. There can be things happening in the person's life that they can't work, so therefore they're unemployed. Here's a graph showing unemployment over the years. Now, highest unemployment. When Reagan left office, the unemployment rate was back down around 5.5%. For the first time since World War II, unemployment broke 10% in November 1982. Lowest employment. Johnson had the lowest average unemployment rate across his presidency at 4.2%. The ideal unemployment rate is between 4% and 6%, when the number of people seeking jobs is roughly in balance with the number of openings.
We conducted an interview amongst 5 different people, asking them some questions about unemployment and what it means to them. Here are our results.
What is unemployment?
Somebody that doesn't have a job. So somebody that's not employed.
Okay.
So in any way, shape, or form.
A person that is capable of working that doesn't have a job for whatever situation or whatever circumstances.
Ooh, well, unemployment is one of those tricky key areas that I think our government and our country struggles with today. It means a couple different things. It means that we aren't getting people placed in the right positions, or maybe we're not establishing enough jobs in our country.
Unemployment is when you're of employment age and you don't
Unemployment.
Someone who doesn't have a job and is of lower class.
Lower class, okay. What does someone who is unemployed look like?
What do you think of?
I think of somebody who is, for some reason or another, whether it's because of health or for some reason just not working a job. That's my view of what an unemployed person looks like. Just somebody
It
that's
can
not
be just about anybody, from the most educated to the least, to the rich to the poor. I mean, it could be just about anybody, depending, again, on their situation or what their circumstances that led them to be without a job at that time.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it kind of tough. I think the unemployed come in a lot of different sizes, shapes, places. I think sometimes it could be because they maybe don't want to take a job, but I think, and they're very educated. And sometimes it's that they're very educated and can't get a job. So I think it takes on a lot of different forms when it comes to look or appearance.
There's a lot of different reasons for unemployment. So it can just be someone that got caught up in downsizing. It can be someone that's lazy and don't want to work. It can be, someone that got fired because they're dishonest employee. I mean, there's a lot of different things. I don't jump to conclusions on the reason they're unemployed.
Lower class.
Lower class. Anything else? Like what do you think of education they would have?
Maybe like a 2-year college degree or high school education.
What's the difference between unemployment and underemployment?
There's no job, and underemployment is at least you're doing something, even though you may not be making, what you think you should be making, you're still working.
So I guess my definition of that would be, so unemployment is without a job. Underemployment would be working in a job that you're overqualified for, or that you have qualifications for something maybe potentially higher level, but you're working at a job to kind of get you by until you can maybe find
Sure. Well, unemployed would mean that you don't have that job, period. Underemployed would mean that you probably think there's a chance of upward mobility that you aren't getting at the time, whether it comes with power, prestige, money, ranking. I would say that'd be the difference.
That's your standard of living.
Standard of living.
Yeah, because someone that, for one person, they consider themselves employed. The next person would say, I'm underemployed because I don't make enough money to maintain my life.
Unemployment is not having a job, and underemployment is like a job that they shouldn't have. They should be in a higher position.
Being paid more, something of such.
Yep.
Have you ever been unemployed?
Not since I was 16 years old, no.
All right. Thank you for your time.
I have never been unemployed in my adult life, so I haven't had to experience that.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
No, I've when I have wanted to have a job, I've had one available to me. There might have been a couple years in college where I didn't have a job, but I don't know if I consider that being unemployed though. And then underemployed?
Have you ever been unemployed?
Underemployed, I'm usually at the bottom of the list anyway, where I work. And so, no, I've never been underemployed. I think I kind of rank right where I would rank, so.
Well, thank you for the great answers to my questions.
Okay, thank you, have a great day.
No.
No. All right, well, thank you for answering the question, your adult life. Never been unemployed?
No.
No? Ever been underemployed?
No.
No. All right, well, thank you for answering the questions, Ashley. Wow, we really learned a lot today. We heard from every side of people we have here in this United States, from the UPS driver to the 3 teachers and to a high school girl. Thanks for paying attention. Have a great day.